Hey everybody, it is Margaret and welcome to Sunday's, I don't even know what to call it anymore. Usually it's weekly goals, so it's weekly goals, but then I'm also lately been doing, more so this year, sort of like emotional health check-ins, not only for myself, but the more I'm hearing from you guys is that it's been pretty helpful. So I've been trying to focus on what I've been doing to combat that loneliness, isolationism, sometimes depression that comes with being a reseller or a self-employed person, or just being someone that stays home alone or is home a lot. I see I've got my friend Angie there. Hello, Angie. So yeah, I I didn't get a chance to share on social media that I was about to go live. I ran out of time, so hopefully you guys can catch me live. If not, I'll see you later when you watch this later. Hi, Jill. How's it going? Hello. Okay, so I will be in a minute talking about business, like my business goals and things, how things have been going, and checking in with how things were compared to last week. But I wanted to talk a little bit more because, again, as I said, it's been really helpful, and it's helpful for me to focus on what's working and what's helping me, and just kind of taking the time to reflect on these things, if that makes any sense. It will maybe in a moment. Let me say hello in the chat to my friends that have come to say hi. Hello, Coonsy Coons and Malaya Hunter and Thrifty Paper Garden. Hello, Nevada and Diane Dodds. Hello, everybody. Thank you. So yeah, I wanted to start off first by saying that I know I've been talking a bit about, the ups and downs and how I, get depressed or have anxiety or it used to be a lot worse, but there are still recurrences in that. So, but I wanted to let you guys know that I will be coming to you guys later to talk about my backstory a little bit more. I've been talking to a few friends kind of behind the scenes about maybe coming on and sharing their stories and what they do, but it's a process. I mean, even for me, when I think about how much I want to share, there's probably things that I won't share, but I think it's helpful. I really do, because it makes other people feel like the stigma is, there's a stigma with it. And I just want everyone to know that it happens to everybody at some point or another time, Hey, Ann, see Ann save. Hey, Carol. Hello. Hey, Jen, Pudgy Picker. Hey, Sherry Gull. Hello, Mary Jane. Yeah, today's the Super Bowl in our hometown here. Houston is hosting the Super Bowl, so we are going to have we were going to have a Super Bowl mini party, but it's going to just be us. My parents are on a cruise, so we are going to be watching that later. We have a kind of a house divided against the Falcons and Patriots, but anyway. All right, so with that being said, the thing that I noticed this week for myself that really helped was to get more social. It's one of the ways that I've been trying to focus on what is helping me pull myself out of feeling low, and one way is to get more social, which can be tricky since I don't work anymore. When I was a teacher, I was around people all the time, and I moved to a new town, which is right before I started staying home with my son. I moved to this town, which is a small town. And if you're from a small town, it's just the way it is. It can be really cliquey. And it can be like there's the people from the small town, and then there's the everybody else. And I am in the everybody else. Not that people are ugly to me. I have had people be ugly to me. But it's that sort of mentality that which I am a little like, I don't get it. Like, you'll be really nice. Like, we'll seem to hit it off, and then that's as far as it will ever go. Like, don't ever expect to be invited to a barbecue. Don't ever expect to be asked to the girls' night out with this group, because that's just the way it is, I even had one lady that I thought I was hitting it off with, and I was like, so what do you guys do on the weekends? Maybe we can get the kids together. And her answer was just straight out, well, we've got a circle of friends that we normally do stuff with all the time. So, and that was it. So just getting to the point where I realize it's not me. That's not me, and if it is me, it's not me. Like, cause I don't know who does that, but anyway, so figuring out, where my actual friends are. And there's more to it than just that, because that starts making like that whole situation that happened, and then some others knowing like, wow, we really seem to be hitting it off. We talk or whatever. But then it's, and I don't know if it's a small town thing. I don't know if it's just there's those people everywhere, or that like my tribe isn't here, because maybe that's what it is. So knowing and like having to pull myself out of situations like that and say, it's okay, and not, because part of me is like, is it me? Is it my appearance? Is it that, I am a bit overweight compared to some of the ladies around here? Is it because I am different? Because I am. I mean, yeah, I know I'm not everybody's cup of tea. I'm more into sci-fi and not so much into going to, the junior high football game Friday nights or whatever they do, So I don't know. I mean, it's just strange to me. Like, I feel like I can be friends with everybody, but maybe not. So, yeah, so going with that, I know the chat's going pretty fast, so I'll have to go back and see what everyone's saying in a second. But I know I'll lose my train of thought. I have notes. I wrote notes. So because of that, and because of, just the fear of being judged, like it's almost debilitating, I find, to make that move to try to like go out, to try to go see people, sometimes even going up to the school. Like, I see moms go up there, they're in their tracksuit or their workout clothes or whatever, and I just feel like I can't do it. Like, I feel like I would be so judged, maybe, and maybe that's partly me, like I shouldn't care, right? But I do, one, because I know I've gained weight, okay, but just that fear of the way people look at you and all. So, and even a while back, I made a video about going to see some of my old friends. We call each other the gang. That we were all like super good friends in college, and I was a lot smaller back then, and I was really nervous because I hadn't seen a lot of the people. And one of the guys I was really nervous about seeing, because he was really judgmental about girls and their appearances, and so I was nervous that that was the second time I was really nervous to go, and it was like I really wish I hadn't been, because I hadn't seen him in years, and it was like he was a new person. I mean, he was I'm gonna tear up. He was like super complimentary, telling me how good I looked and how good it was to see me and blah blah blah. So it just may have been my perception of things that maybe he had said off the cuff that really weren't that. I don't know. Maybe it's just me being really sensitive to that. Anyway, so let me go back, and then I'll come back to my, I'll go check out the chat real quick, and then I'll go come back and talk to you. Let's see. Okay. Okay. Hi. And I scrolled back too far. Sherry says, yeah, there is a stigma. Yeah, she says she was run out of church by, if you write something you don't want me to share, just say, don't share out loud. But just being run out of church by people who didn't understand depression. Yeah, for sure. So, hey, and being social is really hard. Oh, hey, going on, Grumpy. How's it going? Yeah, somebody's saying like it's a fair weather friend. They're just there for you if, I don't know, random. So yeah, it's about them. Angie, I'd love to hang out too. Thanks, guys. We can be long distance texting friends. Yes. And sometimes you need that, right? Just like I have a group of friends that I'm just like, and they're there, it's nice. Diane and Carol says, not you. You're a great person. Oh, thanks. It's their problem. They don't get the privilege of knowing you. Oh, thanks, guys. And Paula says, don't let it get to you. The people that matter don't judge you. Yes. Hi, Maureen. Hi, Joni. If you put it in the chat, people are going to read it. So share away. Okay. And yeah, CP Crafts and More says, if you wish to lose weight, do it for you. You are you for who I am inside. Yeah. Yeah, this is true. Just remember, they may have the same fears of judgment. I think so. And honestly, I kind of think it's even more so. Like, I'm pretty open with it, but I have a feeling that these ladies are even more worried about what people say or think of them. I don't know why, but I just get that feeling, you know, the people that tend to behave that way. I don't know. Maybe it's just my way of making myself feel better. I hate the word suffer. I live with, I don't suffer. Yeah, it's personal. Agreed. Okay, so what? When I went to see the old gang, I Suffer Pirates is bigger the grill, bigger the heart. Well, yeah, and Anne saying being a total introvert, you know, you run when people try to get close to you. Maureen says, my sister and I both struggle with anxiety and depression, but outwardly people think we're class clowns. Being judged hurts a lot. It's true. Yeah. Yes. Bad moms. It was like it was filmed in my town. I'm serious. Like one of the moms was suggesting sushi for one of the class parties. I'm like, don't even. Don't even. Like, where am I? You know, is this for real? So so anyway, for me, you know, sometimes I find it like almost debilitating just to take that first step, or like we have a neighborhood girls that get together, so they can't exclude me because I'm in the neighborhood. Thank you very much. So I will be there. But it is like, okay, there's a whole process for me to get myself there and to like get myself ready and to like pump myself up, you know, and it helps. Like my friend AJ, she's been on a couple of my videos. She's going to be there. So it kind of helps me feel like, okay, AJ will be there. It's cool. There's another lady that I've met a couple of times that seems cool. She's going to be there. So it's like that, you know, but there, okay, we won't get into that, but there is anyway, another lady that I'm like, oh, please not be there, be out of town or something. Yeah. Carol says, a couple years ago, I found a bestie that was kind of like me, and she'd introduce me to other women like me, so we have our own little group. Yes. Yes. Angie says, is it worth it though? I do not want to go to the neighborhood thing. It can be. I mean, there are times that I go and it's just the right amount of, and the right group of people. And there's times that I go that I'm like, why did I come? You know? So I don't know. Sherry says, I want to be social. I've been mistreated by people in the past and that I fear making friends. This is true. And I've had some, you know, people that I thought were close to me not be so close to me, you know, and it does hurt, and it, you know, yeah. Carol says, I find if I get out, it pushes me out of the depression. Yes. So when I get past that and I finally do get out, I do start feeling a little bit better. And even I think I lost my place. I maybe kind of, so yeah, there's that, and then focusing on the people that really have shown that they're good friends, and that's something that I had to take a step back and look, you know, at who am I focusing my time on, and who am I focusing my friendship. You know, I'm devoting my friendship to people, and there were, you know, I had to look at it and say, okay, these are friends that have been with me thick and thin, and they always make me feel like a friend, you know. And then I had some people that I had to just say, look, this behavior was not friendly, and I can't even, you know, and it may be hurtful, but I had to do what I had to do for me to, you know. So I don't know if that even makes sense, but just for my mentality, like making that categorization of AJ, Brandy, these are people that I know, like every time they got me, you know, my friend Barbara, every time there for me, never makes me feel like crap, you know. So it's, yeah, you know, it's that kind of, I would rather have 3 really good friends that maybe I don't see all the time, but I know that when I see them, it's, you know, like my friend Dawn, I saw her this, like last week. I hadn't seen her in a year and a half, but I mean, we sat down and like, boom, it was like no time had passed, and we just always had a really good friendship. I mean, we got to one point where we just decided we couldn't talk about certain things, but other than that, like Harry Potter, she's got a big problem with it. But anyway, she's way more conservative, Church of Christ type, you know. So it's like that's one area we just have to agree to disagree. But outside of that, we're perfect, you know? So figuring out and saying to yourself when you're around these other types of people, like, it's cool. You don't have to be friends with everybody. I wish I could. I don't understand that, but okay, it's true. I just sort of went off on a tangent, didn't I? So, and then also reminding myself that I shouldn't have to look a certain way for people to like me or to invite me to do things or things like that. And then I put, this might be why, I don't know if you've seen my dress, my Doctor Who dress. This might be why I feel like my Doctor Who dress is kind of like my talisman, because I put that thing on and I feel invincible. You know, I put on my Doctor Who dress and I feel like it's out there. Take me or leave me. You know, you see, this is me. Doctor Who dress and all. 40-something-year-old lady coming up here rocking this Doctor Who dress. That's right. So it's like, what, I need to get more dresses like that, you know, of different, just, yeah, just letting your freak flag fly kind of deal. Like, okay, here I am. You see me. I'm not hiding it. This is me. Like me or don't like me. Okay, I'm going to go check the chat because I hear some profound words, or I'm reading that there are profound words being shared and I didn't get to see it. Hang on, let me take a sip. I got something in my teeth. Julie says, shallow people are unhappy. Agreed. Hi, Redneck Ginger. Anne says, I'm with Angie. If there was a neighborhood get together, I'd leave town. Uh-oh, Nick just went live. I'll get him. Hang on. I wish there was a way like I could like Google Hangout invade him. That may be why my phone was dinging. That may have been him texting me. Hang on, my computer's trying to fall over. Maureen says, making myself go often helps, but when it doesn't, I give myself permission to scamper on home. That's a really good idea because, you know, there are certain ladies that come that make it really pleasant. There are certain ladies that come that make it miserable, seriously miserable. Let's see, Anne, 300. Uh-oh, I missed something. Did you get $333 on Transformers, Anne? That's awesome. Sherry said, I shop to get out of my head when depression gets real bad. I'm really good at sourcing. That's something else I wrote down too. I think that might be why, like for me and maybe others, that we say, well, the sourcing is the fun part. I think it's not even just that, but it's just the getting out of the house to be not even with people, but around people. That was my friend Brandy. I was just talking about. She's inviting me over to sew. Yeah, that's nice. So we're gonna have a sewing wine-in when her husband goes out of town. Yes. Yeah, you gotta stick with the good friends. Okay. Sherry says we had meetups in the building and I stayed locked in my apartment. Yeah, you're social, but you're afraid to be social. That's what kind of what I mean. Like sometimes it's just like I want to go, but it's just that first like push to get out and to like get over, you know, worrying about if people are going to be rude. I don't know. And then my mama always told me, you know, if you can't say something nice, don't say anything at all. And so part of me is like, do I keep with that or do I tell the lady, you're really mean, you know, or something? But I don't. I probably would never. I would just leave. Yeah. Kunzi says, if they don't like me, oh well, it gets me out of talking to strangers. Yeah, you need some more friends. A few good friends who accept you beats a dozen awkward friendships full of strings. Absolutely, Maureen. And that's the thing. Like, that's what I was just talking about. I went through the people I was giving my time to, and I had to see, like, who are my true friends and who are my friends that have strings attached? That's a perfect way to put it. And I just was like, yeah, just like those strings got cut. And I feel so much lighter. I think that around that time when I was having those down times, you know, that was part of the time when I was really weighed down with some of those issues that I felt like this is what I need to do, but I didn't know if it was, you know what I mean? Like it's a hard decision to make. It's pretty hard, but you know, you just got to do what you got to do. Uh-oh, Jazzy got Anne's cold. Freak flag. Yeah, got to let your freak flag fly. Hi, Cheryl. Jazzy says, me and my girlfriend Sandra have decided it's okay to disagree. You don't have to agree on everything. This is true. I mean, and that's the thing. I have had friends that I thought were my good friends. Like, I have a friend, we'll just call her M. We were such good friends that she was going to be James's godmother. When I was pregnant with James, I asked her to be his godmother. And we had been friends for years. And we had one disagreement when I was pregnant, and she never spoke to me again. Has still never spoken to me again. And it was ridiculous. It was like, I went to her house. We had driven it was like 30-minute drive, pregnant lady, to take her back her keys or her husband's keys that had been left in the car, and then took the keys and then shut the door in our face. Like, okay, thanks, bye, you know? And I was like, what the, you know, I'm pregnant, I gotta pee, you know? So I was like, I felt really awkward. And so we started leaving, and then I called her and was like, what was that all about? Like, I'm pregnant, I gotta pee, you know? And not that I need to be invited them to hang out, and it just like blew up. Like, well, we just didn't have time to hang out. So I just didn't want you to think, you know, come on in and hang out. And it was just like, okay, but that was it, like friendship over. I could, you know, and that was tough to get through and to get over. Wow, that was, that was a story for you right there. But it was tough. It took a long time because I valued our friendship obviously way more. So that's another thing, like knowing when you are valuing a friendship more than somebody else, and sometimes you don't know until something like that happens and you find out, oh, if we have one disagreement, or if I call BS on one thing with this person, done. They're done with you. You know, like, yeah. So I wasn't intending on going into that. Anyway, yay, cha-ching, going on Grumpy got a cha-ching. Sherry says, if I went to the party with someone I know, I would go, but if I needed to go alone, I would stay home. Yeah, I think too, like, if AJ wasn't going to be there, I might not go. You know, like knowing that AJ's going to be there. My friend Brandy, she lives in the neighborhood, but she won't go. She doesn't care, you know, she's not going. So I don't know. I do it because I feel like I should be a little social. I should try to be social. And then what if there's somebody new that moves in the neighborhood who feels like me and is like not from here, and they need that, like they're putting themselves out there. So I almost feel like I'm an ambassador of, you know, of the freaks. Like, we're here. I promise. We're just hiding. You know. Going home Grumpy says, every time Margaret is on, I get a sale. I don't know why, but I'll take it. I need to get on more often just for you. Yes, Anne says, I refuse to put myself in situations with unpleasant people. Yeah, I have friends who are friends with people I can't stand, so I flat out tell them not to invite me to the things if those people are there. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. No, don't say poor Margaret. I'm fine. It's life, right? I mean, but honestly, it's like, I'm glad that it happened. It took time to get over that friend thing, but wow, right? If I had made her my child's godmother, I mean, you know, it was so much in the long run happier to see like true colors, you know what I mean? That kind of thing. Yeah. Anne says, through Facebook, I've been able to refriend my childhood friends, and that's enough. Yes. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Hello, Caroline. No, don't worry. I heard Nick went live, so he'll be hearing from me later. Let me just put that right out there. No, I'm kidding. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. But we tease each other. So hey, 81 who? Hey, Purple Lily. Hello. Joni says, I don't want to know my neighbors. We're very private that way. Mother's mustache. I have neighbors. I have no idea. Sherry says, I went to a media group that went to the movies twice a month and hung out at restaurants after. I was still so uncomfortable. I only went twice. Yeah. Sorry, guys. If you're watching this later, try to catch one live because there's really great conversation going on in the chat. Cheryl says, thankfully I have friends that love me enough to say when they think what they think, and we still love each other. Yeah. Oh no, your husband's having surgery, so they're bringing her food. I hope he comes through it okay. Hopefully it's not too serious. Yeah. Caroline says, Joni, I agree. I say hi to my neighbors, but that's all. I don't want to be friends with them. Yeah. My boys say hi. Like we live on a cul-de-sac, and so there's really only 3 of us in this little or 4 of us in this cul-de-sac. The ones across the street I see every now and then. The ones same thing. I mean, I just don't see them very often. The ones next door to us are retired, so we see them. But you know, um, Kunzi, I like you, Margaret. It's like having a friend with the same interests. I hope that's okay. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Oh, whatever, Angie. Angie says, if your neighbors only knew how many people love you here, they'd be kissing your little pink toes, Margaret. No, and that's the thing. Most people don't even know that I do this. So one lady made a comment about it in the parent workroom one time. Like I was making one of the boys were talking about something, and I thought it was funny. And one of them said something about if he made this video, he would be YouTube famous. And I was telling the lady this story, and she's like, just like mommy. And I was like taken aback. I didn't know she knew, you know. Anyway, it was funny. Not that I'm YouTube famous, but anyway, you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. That sounded wrong. But yeah, anyway, it was no, that was not awkward. But I'm weird about my toes. So we'll just think is something else. Randy doesn't even get to do that. Okay, sorry. I got way off track. But I'm so glad you guys came to talk to me. Growing and Grumpy says, the wonderful thing about the YouTuber community is that we develop friendships with people we'd probably never meet. Yeah, they just listen and help. Yeah. Oh, stop, Sherry. No, but I agree. I've met so many people like Caroline, Matthews, who we talk almost every day. I mean, maybe not deep conversation, but just like, hey, girl, how's it going? You know? And then Katie from Kate's Place DIY, we had a chat last week, and she and I have been texting a little bit more, and so that's been kind of cool. Whatever, Cheryl. Cheryl says, you are famous. Remember how fangirl I was at Ecom? You were just surprised to see me. That was all. Joel says, kiss something else. Yeah. So, now I feel like I'm blushing. Caroline says, sometimes we're deep, Margaret, other times less so. This is true. I'm trying to remember what I said this morning. Oh, anyway, whatever. But Caroline's got a new show Monday, and her and Rachel, fake Rachel, are going to be, what's it called? Tatty Box or something like that. I'm sorry, I saw the name of it, and I was like, you have to type the name of the show in, because I forget what it was. But there were like so many bad puns that could be made. Okay, I'm going to go on. I was waiting for her to type that in, but I maybe Tatterbox. Tatterbox, not Tattybox. Okay. All right, so moving forward, I need to find more dresses like my Doctor Who dress, because seriously, it's like my talisman. Like I wore it when I was going to be around all the green room people at the, you know, the big dinner. I was like, I'm wearing it. When I went to the YouTube Creator Day thing, I'm wearing it, you know. So it just felt like I'm just putting myself out there, so there's no misconceptions, you know, just like, this is me. Okay. So, moving forward, I have not been really listing a whole lot, because I've been really going through my workroom, and I have been taking video. So at the end, I'll show the progress, but it's come a long way. If you follow me on Instagram, I posted a little video. I was singing, but I was cleaning my room. And then I posted some pictures of cleaning out my box closet, because I had a box closet, and I really did clean it out some. So, oh look, Dwayne, Mothership Products came in. Wait, now I've lost the chat again. Did you put an action figure in front of Jason? I would be a fangirl if I met you or Jason. No, he's back there. Oh yeah, Jane is in front of him. Oh darn. No, Nellie gave me that. He's back there. I was just cleaning up, so he just got shoved to the side. Sorry, Jason. Yeah, shh, Dwayne's here. Yeah, so, yeah, Jason, he's cool. Okay, so I've been cleaning out, and I haven't been listing on Etsy or eBay. I'm still going to do my sales update, because I want to show this is what happens when you don't list. But I did have a really good sale yesterday, so my numbers will be a little skewed because it was a really nice sale. But I have been, as I've been cleaning out, you know, some things we're going to donate, But then I've been putting a lot of things on the local garage sale site. So I've been making that. I mean, that has made me feel so good this week. I don't know why, because I know I can make more money on eBay and Etsy, but it is like that instant gratification. I've been making, what did I put? I made $175 this week just from cleaning stuff out of my workroom, putting it on garage sale. And then that doesn't even count that yesterday, if you watched my fall video yesterday, I went to Goodwill and I found a pair of, I'll pull it out, it's right here. Just whip it out. I found some Kendra Scott. If you don't know who that is, it's the ladies around here love the Kendra Scott. It's like a costume jewelry, but really expensive. So this is the necklace that I got. And then the earrings match. And they generally go for a lot of money. So I already have a lady from the local garage sale site. I decided to flip it locally. She's going to buy the pair, the necklace, and the earrings for $75. So tomorrow I meet with her to sell that. So that's pretty cool. So that's another 75 bucks. Yay. So that's good. Okay. So, okay. I missed something in the chat. Yes, Jason is the big girl. Paul said, I was afraid that box of mountains would squish you if it fell. And you know what? You know how like the boxes come from the post office and they're kind of like wrapped in that plastic? One of those fell and it almost fell on my Luke because Luke was in there like checking out the closet once I cleaned it out. And one of those boxes fell and almost fell and squished him. He freaked out and ran. So I'm glad it didn't hit him, but because it would have hurt. Mother's mustache says, my neighbors are just picture perfect, so they can, okay, I call them the PFF family. Little do they know my youngest son's monitor kept him, it kept picking up on them for years. How about that? Maureen says, your clean out is going to set you for focused selling in the space that gives you joy and no stress. This is so true. I've already, I can show you, it still kind of looks like a mess, but I'll turn it around so you can kind of see a little bit. I haven't gotten to that shelf yet, but over here, I'm sorting jewelry on the floor, but I'm at that stage now where I'm going to be sorting out like lots. And then there's some of these that I haven't finished going through, but it's gotten way, way better. And I feel way more focused in here. Like I'm sitting in here, I'm not like climbing over things to get to other things. Yeah, so I'm really, really excited about this. I haven't even gotten through half of my list, but that's good because some days I get through and I'm done like that. I'm looking in the chat. Oh no, I hope you feel better, Julie. She says she's bedbound for a day or so. Her hip. Oh, that happens to my mom. And she gets bursitis. Is it bursitis? Both bursitis and arthritis. That's what it's called. All right, here we go. Julie says, I have to remember that name, Margaret. Never heard of Kendra Scott. Let me show you the logo for it. Is that what it's called? The logo? Or the, here's the hanger. So this is what that looks like. And then on the earrings, it actually said Kendra Scott. It says it on the bottom. Kendra Scott. Down there. So, yeah, for sure. Because I picked those up. When I saw them at the Goodwill, at first I thought maybe they're fakes. But then I looked them up and nope. That's their real ones. Yep. Where did I find those? Anita says, I found them at the Goodwill. The earrings were 99 cents and the necklace was $1.99. Yeah. So that's my boys running out there. It's better to make some money in order to clear things out of your space. Yes. So then someday I might list it. Yeah, this is true, Anne. So true. It's sold already. Yeah. So I put it on the local garage sale site. I put it on a local, my neighborhood has a, there's enough houses, I guess, that they have, or maybe it's the town, local one that's like the moms of Friendswood. So I put it on there too. Let's see. Kendra Scott does discount often once you buy from them. Okay, that's good to know. That's good to know. I'm going through. Thanks, Golf Wins. My room is coming along. Yes, and I am shooting a little bit of video each day. Is it a stone at the center? Julie says. It's kind of like this. It looks like mother of pearl, but I think it's just like glass or like a, I don't know what exactly it is. It's not real mother of pearl. Sterling, no, and it's not gold. It's just costume jewelry. It is just costume jewelry. Sells at Nordstrom for $55 just for the earrings. Yes. Yes. Hi, Ange. Hello. Okay, I'm going back to my list now. I've caught up in the chat. Yay. All right, so that's kind of what we talked about. I talked about, okay, so the money I made this week, the $175, I've got to say I've already spent it. But the good thing is I felt like, you know, we went out to eat a couple times, which we don't get to do. We went out for breakfast this morning. We went out for some yummy Thai food yesterday. So I was, you know, paying for meals. And then we went to Walmart, you know, and bought a bunch of stuff, you know, bought presents for the teachers for Valentine's Day. So it just felt really nice to kind of take that load off my husband, if that makes sense. I don't know. For me, my reselling money, you know, is sort of supplemental because my husband works, I mean, he works like a dog to, like, I don't know, like to pay the bills and to, you know, and he doesn't get a lot of perks in that way. Like, he doesn't get a whole lot of extra money to go spend on stuff or to go out. Let's go out and, you know, have some Thai food. So I don't know. It felt good to do that. So this does not count the 75 that I'll get for this other stuff. But it was just, I don't know, it felt nice to kind of take the load off of him for a little bit. I always get hot in here. My cheeks are turning pink again. Good afternoon. Oh, Carol says, my doctor told me to take a 2-week leave from work because of my depression. Yeah, not looking forward to telling my boss on Monday. And when I tell my story, I had something similar happen. Randy was terrified I was going to quit my job, just like walk out. You know, I didn't, but we'll get to that. Okay. So I talked about that last time. Okay, so since I started doing this with my workroom, I've seen a whole lot of my friends like following suit, which is I'm really happy with. And even Jeff was like, I'm challenging you, Margaret, to clean out the workroom too. So he's working on his as well. So I have till the end of February. I think I've gotten pretty far. I'm not there all the way yet, but I'm getting there. Hi, Liz. Hi, Liz. Yeah, deep breaths for sure in the chat. So sorting jewelry, talked about that. Okay, so this week on YouTube, here's what's coming up. So Monday, I'm going to be doing a sales update, and I'll probably do my January merch numbers as well with that. I don't know if Kate and I are going to talk again. We talked last week, and it was really good. It was like we didn't have very much of an outline. I was just like, let's just go with it and see what happens. And it was just a good chat. So we got a good response. A lot of people enjoyed listening to us just shoot the breeze. I don't think we're gonna have a merch talk this week because Wednesday I'm going to be in a quilting class, so that'll be fun. So I'll be quilting on Wednesday. My mom's on a cruise. She signed up for this class with me, and then she forgot that she had a cruise, so they left for the cruise. I'll probably do another jewelry jar unboxing because I bought 2 more yesterday. Yeah, so I'll probably do another one of those just for fun because now I am actually sorting jewelry. I actually am looking at, you know, my focus first is going through the like stuff I was gonna lot up and just making some lots, doing some quick, put them up and see. I need to do a little research, look and see what kind of lots people are putting up that are selling, you know, and seeing, you know, in that respect, doing that. Okay, let's see. Anne says, there's no better feeling than being able to spend reselling money on fun things like eating out and picking up essentials that don't have to come out of the household budget. Amen to that. Because, yeah, I mean, we budget, we've started back this year trying to be really good where we do the envelope system, you know, like this is the grocery money for the week. And this is your, you know, frivolous type money, you know, if we're going to go take the kids for yogurt or whatever like that. So we have our little envelopes. So I was like, oh, you know, we would have had to take out of the grocery money to pay for all the stuff from Walmart today for the Valentine's things for the teachers and whatever else we got there. Kitty litter, which is always expensive. Okay, so I did shoot my Ipsy and Sephora unboxing, and then I deleted a segment of it. So I don't know if I'm going to upload it because it goes like I unbox the Sephora box, I start the Ipsy box, and then it just like cuts off, and that's it. So I'm like, do I upload it anyway? I don't know. Tell me what you think, because it just ends abruptly and there's no like ending. So I was just like, I guess I just won't put this up, or maybe I'll just title it Ipsy Sephora unboxing, no ending or something. I don't know. And I have unboxed my Harry Potter, Wizarding World of Harry Potter box, but I haven't put that up yet. And then Randy and I went dumpster diving last night. So that was something that we didn't find a lot of stuff, but I'm like, do we go ahead and put it up and just talk, show where we're talking and like what we're looking and where we go? I almost feel like it's a jip if we didn't find anything, or do we just put it up anyway? So maybe I will. I don't know. Gulfwind says, my middle daughter wants Ipsy. Do I have a referral link? I don't. I should. I need to get on that. Yeah, Ipsy, send me a referral link. I don't. Maybe if I looked on my site, maybe it would. I don't know. Yeah, I hope you guys are feeling better. There's some people that are getting sick. Yeah, Dave Ramsey's sister. That's what it is. Okay, so those are the videos. Hang on, let me take a sip real quick. I also have a video that I'm working on where I'm taking little clips of video when I'm at the thrift stores and showing what I buy, what I don't buy, and just like talking through my process. And then probably when I do some more listing, I've had a lot of people asking, to show how I research the jewelry, how I know how to title it and keyword and describe and blah, blah, blah. Not blah, 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 but that, et cetera, et cetera, So that's probably not coming this week, but the next week. Hey, Stone Mason. And then last week I said with my health, I was going to start walking again, but guess what didn't happen? I didn't start walking again. And I didn't start my strength training. And I was going to work on my diet, and that lasted one day. So yeah, we'll see. Just hitting the reset button again, And that's, other than that, eBay and Etsy are kind of on hold other than what random sales. And then I need to go into Amazon and recall my stuff like toot sweet because it's February 5th. So I need to get this done before the 15th when they, incur these long-term storage fees, which it's gotten down to like $300 because I slashed prices. So some things have been selling and I had some stuff recalled, and that'll be a whole nother thing when I get all this stuff back. Cause I just thought I got some things back already. And I thought, okay, it's going to come in a box. No, because it comes from different warehouses. So it came in like all these bazillion different boxes. So now I've got all these boxes under my dining room table because I just don't even want to, I can't right now. I just can't because I'm working on my room. I have nowhere to put it. So like that under the dining room table. Yes, I love good recipes. I do want. Okay, so there's that. And then I'll merch. I'm doing my 4 uploads a day. So I make sure that I get my 4 shirts up a day. Yeah, so that's good. So we're still under the hour. Good job, us. So Cheryl says, I slashed prices, but nothing sold. My fees will be $300 plus. Free boxes and air pillows. Yes. Yeah, Maureen says, I tried to dumpster dive once, but got so nervous. And that's the thing. This was Randy's first time, so he was really nervous. He was like, let's get out of here. Let's hurry. Yeah. Put it all in one big box if that makes you feel better about jumping in. Oh, yeah. Okay, so I'm sure I missed some things in the chat. Yeah. Best jars ever in Georgia, Julie says. Okay. I'm sure I missed some things. I don't think anyone said anything about I used to find things in the dumpster, the apartment complexes in the beginning of the month, middle of the month when there's leases came up. Yeah, cool, okay. And that's the thing, we were just looking for, like, I did get some bubble wrap. That's good, right? Found some bubble wrap. Do 1 box per day, Susan says. This is true. I'm just like, where am I gonna put it? I already cleaned my room. So we'll see. All right. So yay, 69 viewers. Hit the thumbs up. We got 26 thumbs up right now. Thanks so much for coming along. And really, I'm hoping that my talking about different ways to combat the depression and stuff. This, today was talking a little bit more about becoming social, trying to be social or not. Or just not, was helpful. And I'll see what this week brings, and we'll just see what flows for the next time. But I'm hoping that it is helpful. So thanks again, you guys, for coming to watch. And if you haven't subscribed already, hit the subscribe button. I do lots of videos about reselling and being a stay-at-home mom and things like that. Fun unboxings and just hanging out. Okay, Thanks, you guys. I'll talk to you later. Bye.